guys, this is Visha. Welcome to my channel. So just recently I put out a story on Instagram asking you guys for questions. Really appreciate such good and relevant questions that I've been receiving. So this is going to be a proper Q&A video where I'll be answering all of them. Now this is actually the second video in the sit down series that I've started. The first one was about how I quit my chartered accountancy job just 6 months back and what really happens after you quit your job. I'll link up a card here if you haven't watched it. Do watch this video till the end, like it if you enjoy watching, subscribe to my channel, and now let's get started. So Vikas Mehra asks, tell something about your childhood memories and hometown. Well, I am from the Indian city of New Delhi. I've lived there my entire life with my parents. My schooling, my graduation, job, career, almost everything has been near and around Delhi. And if I have to talk about my childhood memories, I think games that we used to play in the streets where we used to live, I think that is hands down my fondest memories from my childhood. Now the next few questions are about my educational background and YouTube. Stories of the Dream asks, how long did you study in university and how long did you work in CA? And GK3459 asks, CA करना आपकी खुद की choice थी, CA करने का idea कहाँ से आया? Okay, so to answer both these questions, firstly yes, CA करना absolutely मेरी खुद की ही choice थी, which is why even though I'm not pursuing anything related to it now, but I still feel really grateful for what this course has taught me. Now, for those of you who don't know, CA is actually like a correspondence course in the sense that you don't really have to attend a college, but yes, you have to undergo a 3 years of internship, which we call articleship, to gain work experience before you can sit for the CA final exams. So yes, that's actually a sad story. मतलब इतनी sad है कि मुझे dates भी याद है. So 3rd of April 2013 की बात है जब 12th के boards खत्म हुए ही थे. And 4th April 2013 को I found myself in the CA foundation classes. So I literally got no time in between to explore anything other than CA. So I was just 18 back in 2014 when I joined the MNC for the articleship. And so after 3 years of articleship and about 1.5 to 2 years of job later, finally in 2019, I could gather the courage to quit my job. Explore with Aman asks, how did you know that traveling and filmmaking was your calling? And Will Update Soon asks, did making videos never come across your mind while doing CA? So well, there's another story behind this now. I actually failed in my first attempt of my CA exams, and the stress and the poor lifestyle had taken a toll on my health at that time. I developed some health issues which I actually took about 1 year to recover from completely. And for that reason, and also because like I said, I had never explored anything other than CA, I had to kind of take a small break from my job. So I had to take a leave for a few months from my job, and I think that proved to be the turning point for me, because I could finally press that much needed pause button at that time, and I made it a point to try everything that I thought I was even remotely interested in. I have always been one of those people जो बहुत सारी चीज़ों में decently good रहे हैं, but never really understood कि यार proper calling क्या है, किस चीज़ के लिए properly passionate है. So I did an internship in marketing, which is not my field of study. I also joined MBA classes. I applied for an event management college in Mumbai, which I also got selected. But rejected the application due to some other reasons. I tried hand lettering, and of course I was traveling throughout. So I think what that phase really taught me was the power of experiencing things yourself. Unless you yourself go out and try that thing, you will never get to know if that is your proper calling. And I feel like to be more self-aware, it's important to judge your energy levels while doing a particular task. So while I was doing all of these things, I judged myself very closely as to my energy levels, as to what is it that I'm not getting tired of doing. And I think that gave me the answer, and I think that's how I figured out, okay, this is something that I really want to go for full time. Oh, and in between the story, I completely lost track of time. It's almost sunset time, and क्योंकि lockdown है तो I make it a point to witness sunset and sunrise almost every day. So let's take the rest of the questions from there. Oh, but before that, before we head upstairs, I'm in a mood of doing a little sunset picnic today. So let me grab some snacks first. And while I'm at it, I'll answer 2 more questions. So Foodie Saurabh asks, how was your feeling or experience while or after making first YouTube video? Alright, so मेरा first YouTube video इतना अच्छा है कि वो हर 5 मिनट में शेक होता है. And funnily enough, YouTube follows a landscape format, and my very first video is in portrait format. So honestly, not really proud of the first video, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the process of making that video, right from planning the itinerary to so it's actually on Udaipur, to reaching there and shooting videos, and I never thought I'd be making a video out of it. Well, Saloni asks, how's life after leaving KPMG 9 to 5 job? Well, I think the first word that comes to my mind after reading that question is busy, because my life has never been this busy, and I'm not complaining because again, I absolutely love this hustle. But yes, it has been pretty busy, and sometimes, you know, I even miss a few things that we often neglect about our jobs. For example, having your colleagues to take chai breaks with, or you know, you can just reach out to your colleagues, you can just go on their table, ask for help, or whenever you're stuck, or whenever you're feeling bored. So yeah, like working alone and taking all your decisions by yourself, all of these factors are a little bit challenging. But if I have to talk about my overall sentiment about life after KPMG, I think it has been quite enriching, in the sense that I feel like I'm learning something new each day. So yes. Alright, so the snacks are ready. Let's move upstairs now. So I was not wrong by being scared of eagles here. Okay, so we're all set. We have the snacks, the sunset is happening right over there, and let's take the rest of the questions now. So Himanshu Khandelwal asks, what is that one thing that has changed after leaving your job that you have difficulty in dealing with, and how do you deal with it? Well, I think that one thing for me is, as cliched as it may sound, but self-discipline and adhering to self-made timelines. Because you know what happens when you're in a job, you know that you have to do a particular task within this timeline, and you somehow end up doing it, even if it isn't perfect. But when you're working for your own self, you tend to push those timelines further sometimes if you don't get the desired result. So adhering to timelines is one thing, but how I deal with it is, so I keep some incentives for myself. Like for example, just recently I wanted to watch this movie since a long time. It's called Before Sunrise, and I gave myself the incentive that only after I release my next video, only on that night will I watch that movie, and I actually did that. So I keep incentivizing myself with these little things that kind of helps me to adhere to these timelines. Isha Dalmia asks, big fan, thank you. And how did you convince your parents about traveling or quitting your job? Now, well, that, my friend, was not an easy task, but I think the CA degree played a very important role here, because let me tell you, parents love to hear your backup plans. पेरेंट्स को ना ये डायलॉग बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि अगर ये वर्कआउट नहीं किया तो ये तो है ना वापस जाने के लिए. सो आई थिंक दैट वे CA degree played an important role. But other than that also, when you're having that tough conversation with your parents, it's important to consider them just like investors to your business. So you have to present your plan to them very in a very detailed manner, even better if it's documented, that what is your plan for the next 1 to 2 years, where do you see your business or your startup or your YouTube channel or whatever is it that you're starting, where do you see it 5 years from now, how do you plan to reach there, what if it doesn't work out the way you're expecting. You should be ready with all such types of questions, and it just makes the conversation very smooth. That's what happened in my case also, and that's how I was able to convince them. And now some questions which I was super happy to read, by the way. Karishma Agarwal says, appreciate your passion for traveling and beautiful editing, waiting for your editing tutorial. Namrata Banerjee says, can you please share how to start journey of being a YouTuber? What are the basic things you should learn first? Do we need some course? Your starting is really impressive. And it would be great if you could share a step-by-step tutorial of being a YouTuber. And Vishal Shresht asks, आइडिया कहाँ से लाते हो, कोई कोर्स किया है क्या? एंड ऑन यूट्यूब ऑल्सो आई रियली लाइक द वे यू मेक योर वीडियोज, लाइक आई रियली लाइक द शॉट ऑफ गोइंग अप द स्टेयर्स, सच अ गुड आइडिया. हैव यू डन एनी course? So firstly, thank you so much Vishal, Namrata and Karishma. But firstly, I have not done any course on video editing or video making. Whatever I've learned till date, I've learned through YouTube tutorials or through experimenting, or I feel like the best way to learn is on the field, on the ground. So all that I've learned is on the ground while shooting. And Namrata, to answer to your question, how to start, I would just say start, whichever genre is it that you feel passionate about or that you're interested in, just start writing about it, creating content around it in form of written content, videos, anything. And like even in my case, as I said earlier, my first video was not good in my terms, to be very honest, but it was very shaky, it was not the way I wanted it to be. But again, that is how the learning curve is. You have to start somewhere, and if you keep looking for that perfect video or for that perfect start, I feel like you'll never be able to start. So it's very important to start now with whichever equipment you have. I started with my phone, which is a OnePlus 5T, so you can always start with your phone, because sometimes from the onset it seems like something that is your calling or something that you'll be truly interested in, but it's only after you try it you get to know if it is for you. Like in my case, when I did marketing, I thought marketing was for me, but it turned out it wasn't. After I did an internship there again with CA, I thought while I was doing it, I thought this is it, this is what I want to do, but that did not turn up to be the case either. So I think it's very important for you to start experimenting with whichever gear you have. And if I talk about the gear, there will be a separate video on the gear that I started with and the gear that I use now, so do watch out for that, and I hope that answered the question. Shravan Singh asks, things you learned from CA course and applied in YouTube, and what did you learn from YouTube career so far? So to answer your question collectively, Shravan, I think what I learned from my CA was to be patient, was to work hard in isolation, and to stay positive regardless of the results, even if it was a failure or even if it was something nice. So I think those three things are very important that CA course taught me, that I'm really grateful for. And again, coincidentally, it's actually very similar to what YouTube career is also teaching me, one day at a time. So Nanda Chopra asks, how do you deal with the questions that relatives or close ones put up regarding leaving job? I really like how you've put close ones also here, because it's so true. Sometimes even people who are the closest to us put out questions unintentionally, which we do not want to deal with. And I won't lie, in the beginning, a decision like quitting a job definitely attracts a lot of mixed reactions. Some people will be supportive, some people might pretend to be supportive, and some people might just outrightly say, yeah, you're crazy to have done that. And it's very easier said than done कि फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता या फ़र्क नहीं पड़ना चाहिए. Let's face it, starting में थोड़ा फ़र्क पड़ता है, and मुझे भी starting में honestly थोड़ा फ़र्क पड़ता था. But with time, I got immune to all kinds of reactions. I mentally prepared myself that okay, this is going to happen, and I cannot expect everybody to understand the reason of what I'm doing. So I started to let go of all those things with time. So I think it just happens with time. So this Q&A video already seems to be pretty long. So that is all for this video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. The rest of the questions I'll take up in part 2 of the Q&A video. Do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye.